Alright, we're back at you with another Dragon Ball Daima trailer breakdown, and man oh man is there a lot to unpack. Plus we've got a bunch of special info just for you. Grab your popcorn and strap in cause we'll be here for a while. Be sure to watch our other trailer breakdowns after this too. Okay, onto the trailer. The trailer starts off with text about Dragon Ball's 40th anniversary, nothing crazy so far. Then the title card fades to black and we're shown a bunch of strange new worlds. First, we see a small rock with a giant tree-like structure spiraling up from the bottom of it, much like Beerus' planet. The sky is orange like sunset before the trailer cuts to another location, which is completely dark. Here again we see more floating inhabited rocks, maybe a bit bigger than before, and with lots of houses on them, villages even. It looks like more people live here than in the first building, which probably only houses one person or a few at max. As these fantastical places are being shown on screen, the narrator is heard chanting some strange chant. Porterat Dadarusi, he starts. The scene changes again, now beneath a giant tree with leaves of every color, a calming dark blue, a tranquil green, a sinister red. Light shines everywhere through the tree, making the scene beautiful, if not a bit creepy. The narrator continues his chant, Pupilit Paro. In an instant, the scene changes multiple times, flashing what looks like a run-down desert village, where the light shining through the gate illuminates the small huts behind the crumbling wall. Who lives here? The scene changes to space, where stars rapidly whoosh by as if a spectator is zooming out on them, and disappear. All that's left is a dark blue nothingness as the narrator repeats his chant, now with more passion. As he finishes his second Pupilit Paro, the nothingness explodes with a mysterious white light, emerging from the center of the screen, rainbow streaks scattered throughout. Cue the title card and dramatic music. Toriyama is credited as the author of this work, his final project. We see Vegeta and Goku, now Chibi, look each other up and down, confused, before they finally realize what's happened. They've been turned into children. More of the cast flash by, having also been turned to children, including Ox King, Puar, Oolong, Yamcha, Kibito and Shin, Android 18, Piccolo, Chi-Chi and Bulma, and Mr. Satan. Goten and Trunks, who were already just teenagers, got turned into babies, and Krillin and Boo are kids as well. Looking at the scene, it seems to be a party, and it is. As we mentioned in our last video, the first episode actually takes place at someone's birthday party, but we can't say who yet, thanks to Geekdom 101 for that detail. The trailer continues, and it seems not everyone is taking the sudden change the same. Krillin goes from calm to totally freaking out, whereas Bulma is happy to be younger, checking out her smooth skin in the mirror and smiling. We then see a flashback to what happened likely moments before, where the crew are still adults. Goku and Vegeta are having a sparring match like at the beginning of the Broly movie, and it looks like Vegeta has Goku on the defensive, hitting him with an energy blast that sends him flying and chasing him down in the air. The two clash and a title card comes up saying October 2024, which is when Daima releases. In fact, it'll premiere on October 11th at 11:40 PM Japan time, which we've converted into other time zones so you don't have to. Find yours on the screen now and be sure to write it down. After the title card, we see a newly animated flashback of Goku killing Majin Buu with the Spirit Bomb, and the animation looks fantastic. Actually, the entire trailer up until this point has been nothing but visually stunning, with incredible animation combining great illustrations, vivid colors, and smooth movement. Daima just might have the best animation we've ever seen in Dragon Ball, and that's saying something. Next, we go to Kami's Lookout, where we see Dende and Mr. Popo standing next to a mysterious pink figure while another mysterious character stands in front of all of them. His arm raised to the sky, and blue beams of light shoot high into the sky and intense winds surge. A nearby spaceship suggests that these visitors may be from another planet, or better yet, another realm. After that, we get a clean shot of Goku cracking a Scrubs melon wide open with the power pole, which is finally making its return to the series. Before he passed, Toriyama mentioned that he brought it back since Goku used to use it as a kid. Another flashback shot of Vegeta vs Goku, with Vegeta charging his signature Gallic gun, spliced with another scene of Kid Goku fighting. Judging by this, we can already tell the show's gonna be chock full of action. 39 seconds in, we finally see the presumed villain of the show, a clown-like imp who bears a striking resemblance to Belmod. According to the DB official site, his name is Goma. Goma yells out, "Let's use the Dragon Balls," which explains how Goku and company are turned to children and may explain who the mysterious visitors on Dende's lookout are. It's also very reminiscent of Dragon Ball GT, where Goku was turned to a kid via a wish on the Black Star Dragon Balls, courtesy of Pilaf. We then see Supreme Kai's evil twin. Just kidding, we don't know who this is, but they look just like Supreme Kai, except with a blue tongue, blue eyes, and blue fingernails to match. Could this be Supreme Kai in disguise, a simple demon, or even a Makaio-shin? Whoever they are, they're bowing down and saying no one is left to threaten you, likely to Goma or the lady we see next. Next, we see a female demon, or female Kai, who looks a bit like Toa from Dragon Ball Online. She says it's about time, hinting at her involvement in the plot to cheapify the cast. We return to space to watch a spaceship hover over another strange planet, this time one that's orange with a grid-like face. It appears hollow or sunken in like a waffle. Toriyama's creative vision really is through the roof with this one. Next, we go to a strange room where someone is watching the events of the Majin Buu saga on a series of magical screens. We know from earlier trailers that this is Goma and the Supreme Kai lookalike, which pretty much destroys any theories about him actually being Supreme Kai. Another strange planet, green all over, from green land to green water. Even the space around it is green. It's a miracle the clouds are white. Goku eye shot. Is he powering up? A cut to black and an enthusiastic line from Goku starts the second part of the trailer, where the music switches from dramatic to upbeat, playing Jakajan by Zed featuring C&K. This is actually the opening song for Dragon Ball Daima. We're introduced to two blue characters, Glorio and Pansy, a young boy and a young girl from the Demon Realm, which is where the series takes place. Toriyama mentioned the Demon Realm before, as Deborah was apparently a king there, but this is the first time in Dragon Ball that we're actually going to see it. Pansy is obviously named after the flower, and Glorio likely is too. We're guessing Morning Glory or Glory Flower is where he gets his name from. Visually, the Demon Realm looks a lot like the desert that was flashed earlier in the trailer, and they're likely one and the same. The other planets and mysterious tree from earlier are likely in the Demon Realm too. Goku is shocked to see the Demon Realm, and even Supreme Kai looks a bit surprised. No wonder Universe 7 had a low mortal level. The gods in charge didn't even know what was out there. Glorio has a request for Goku, and Pansy takes off her costume, revealing she is the masked fighter we saw in earlier trailers. Supreme Kai casts a spell of his own, and Goku's earlier face of shock has turned to one of excitement. That's the Goku we know. The crew come across a giant fossil, suggesting danger lies ahead, and you can see Pansy keeps a knife on her hip. Goku and company fly through the air whimsically, and we see various monsters and strange races from the Demon Realm, including this fish Majin looking guy and this green frog dude drinking a hot beverage. A blue character who looks like Sidra flashes on screen for a split second and looks shocked at something in front of him, probably the pink thing in the bottom left corner of the screen. He spins around and is seen wearing a wizard's cloak and holding a pink megaphone. Maybe he's a fight announcer. More whimsical Goku followed by the ever-edgy Vegeta, who's shown throwing an energy blast at an off-screen foe. If you look close enough, you'll see he's bleeding here, which means blood is back, baby. Now that Dragon Ball is out of the Dream 9 time slot for kids, they can show blood again. Piccolo Punch. I told you this show was full of action. A random wolf guy is crushing someone's head. Knowing Dragon Ball, he's probably the head monster in charge of terrorizing some area, and Goku and company will handle him no problem. Or maybe Pansy and Glory will get him. Next, we see some guys with crisp lighting, including a Dr. Mew lookalike and 3 robots with bulges sticking out of their chests. According to Geekdom, these guys are called Tamigami, or at least one of them is. And those balls in their chest are Dragon Balls from another planet. And get this, these Dragon Balls can conduct energy. Shadow Dragon vibes, anyone? Each robot has its own weapon, a big ol' hammer, a sword, and a spear, so it's melee season when these guys come around. Expect to see high quality hand activity. Goku powers up to Super Saiyan dramatically with the ground breaking beneath him. Why not Super Saiyan Blue? Is his body too weak to handle it? Well, there's speculation online that Daima actually takes place before Battle of Gods, which is why Goku doesn't use his god forms and why Beerus and Whis haven't been seen in any of these trailers so far. Super Saiyan Goku straight up punches this energy blast out of existence. That's what we like to see. More power pole action. Spinning kick from Vegeta. Super Saiyan 2 Goku. Stuff's getting serious. Could this be the grand return of Super Saiyan 3? Super Saiyan 2 Kamehameha. Looks spectacular and would annihilate Gojo, by the way. And that's it. The logo fades in from the Kamehameha, leaving us all too excited to see who Goku is fighting and what comes next. Aside from the trailer itself, we have some details about new voice actors joining the cast. Namely, Yumiko Kobayashi will play Chibi Supreme Kai, Koki Uchiyama will voice Glorio, and Fairu Zai will voice Pansy. We're just a month and some change away from watching Akira Toriyama's final masterpiece finally hit TVs everywhere, and we can't wait. It's gonna be amazing. We're gonna get a grand space odyssey that mixes the childlike adventures, imagination, and humor of OG Dragon Ball with the high stakes, exhilarating battles of Dragon Ball Z. Aren't you excited? That's all for today's video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all things Dragon Ball right here on DB Hype. What did you think of the trailer? Leave your thoughts down below and make sure to like and share the video. Until next time, thanks for watching.